With the products I'm going to use, I'm going to show you how to create a design called the winning streak. Now again, before we actually get into doing the design, we have to actually prepare so that you have all of the right art equipment to be successful during application. Before we begin the application, I'm going to use our Synergy gel and the right tools to create the right glitter mix ratio. Let me show you how we're going to begin. The first glitter combination I'm going to create is with Sakura Storm and Pinky. I'm going to get a nice dollop of gel. And again, when we're actually creating our glitter mix, we need to mix in enough to cover the surface. I'm going to apply a nice coat of Pinky, a nice coat of Sakura Storm. I'm going to use our mixing tile to lightly press the glitter into the gel. And then, again, just like applying butter on toast, you want to be able to mix it all in well enough to create the perfect mix ratio. We're going to use another dollop of gel. We're going to place this on the tile. And we're going to create our second mix using Crush and Golden Orange. We're going to take a nice coat over the surface. And again, use the spatula to push the glitter in before you actually start to mix. Notice the consistency is not too thick, and notice that it has the perfect glitter mix because when you actually press it out thin, it has full coverage. Before we begin the winning streak application, we have to make sure that we prep the nail and get it ready for the ultimate adhesion. I'm going to again push the cuticles back, making sure there is enough space, and use the bladed end to remove any kind of protein growth or skin onto the nail plate. We're going to use our electric file and lightly remove shine from the surface of the nail, creating a nice, gentle, textured surface. Once we're done removing shine from the natural nail, we're going to use your choice of cleanser to remove oils and contaminants from the surface of the natural nail. I'm now going to use Protein Bond and apply a nice thin coat from cuticle to free edge. Remember, when you're applying hard gel or acrylic, you're going to apply a full coat of Protein Bond from cuticle to free edge in all 10 nails. After you're done, you're going to come back, you're going to apply your second coat, and this is going to prepare you for application. Once you're done applying the second coat of Protein Bond to the 10th nail, you're now ready for the base application. We're going to come in with a nice thin coat, and we're going to apply with firm pressure from cuticle to free edge. You're going to apply to all 5 fingers, and it's going to go inside the UV light, and while it's curing, you're going to be working on the opposite hand. As soon as you are finished applying it to the other hand, don't count, just switch the hands out and continue to work. Once the base gel has cured, we are now going to take our form, and to create that almanetto shape, what I'm going to do is pinch the form to a point, and we have to make sure that when we apply the form, we need to lightly tilt it slightly down. This is going to ensure that the side walls are going to come out nice and straight all the way out to the point. We don't want the form on like this, dead straight. As you can see, the tip will go up like a slant. So what we want to be able to do is slightly tilt the form down. This is going to give us the right angle for our application. I am now going to take a really thin layer of base, and again, I only need to bring out just to the point. Remember, when I apply the base, I'm going to get it flush to the free edge and slightly bringing out to the tip where I'm going to end the almanetto nail. Once we get it on, I'm going to get it inside the light and allow this to freeze cure. Once the free edge is cured, we're going to use the magic wand just to separate the free edge from the form. And as you can see, we have a nice transparent tip. This is going to set us up perfect for the glitter application. What I'm going to do is take the first glitter combination, and again, I don't need a lot, but what we want to be able to do is lay in really nice thin patches. And you want to be able to do it so that it is random through the nail. And again, I don't want to build it too thick, just really nice thin coats. While the gel is still wet, we're going to take our blueberry and our lemon icy mylar, and we're going to get nice thin pieces and put this into the wet gel. Once we get the Mylar pieces inside the gel, we're going to get this inside the light and allow it to freeze cure. Again, you're going to be working on the other hand while this hand is curing. Once the gel has set, we're going to take our build gel, we're going to set a nice pearl at the cuticle area, and we're going to lightly float the product over the design, down over the nail. Again, do not pat and pull. We want to be able to float it into place. Notice how much gel I'm actually working with. I'm going to show you guys actually how to apply this so that the client doesn't feel any tremendous amounts of heat. All the way down towards the tip. Notice how I'm keeping contact with only the tip of the brush. Once we get it down and over the nail, you're going to keep the hand in front of the light, and this is going to freeze the product so it prevents it from running all over the skin, and again, disallowing the product to create that really intense heat spike. It will allow the product to cure slowly. Keep the hand outside the light for a minimum of 45 seconds to a minute while you're working on the other hand. As soon as you have freezed it, you're going to get it inside the light and allow it to cure. Before we cure it for the full 2 minutes, I need to make sure that we have enough gel throughout the body. I'm going to fill in some low spots. Remember, there is no rule that says you have to do it in one gigantic pearl. If you have to come back and add, make sure you add product while there is still a tacky layer. Gel does not like a wiped, smooth surface. Once we're done building the body, we need to make sure that the final cure is for a full 2 minutes. Once the product is cured for the full 2 minutes, we're going to use your cleanser of choice to remove the dispersion layer from the surface of the gel. This is going to prepare us for the final filing and finishing application. I'm going to begin by filing out my sides to create the perfect shape. I'm going to file in my lower arch to make sure that it's dead even from the edge of the growth channel all the way to the tip. Once we have the perimeter shaped out, we're going to file out the rest of the body. We're going to use our electric file. And again, taking a look at the side profile, we're going to file in our upper arch. We're going to use our young nail safety bit, and we're going to file in the upper arch. We're going to use the I formation roadmap to file in the proper structure. By looking down the cuticle area and filing in one direction, you notice that I'm actually pulling towards the tip so that I have a nice even C curve. I'm going to come around the cuticle area in one direction, blending it in, and once I'm done, I'm actually able to come through the body with the minimal amount of filing, and then I'm done. Again, I'm going to use my hand file to do my minor detail work. I'm going to blend the cuticle area so that it's nice and flush to the natural nail. Remember, we do not want any ledges. That way our clients won't pick. I'm going to use the sponge buffer to come through to remove any imperfections and scratches from the surface of the nail. I'm now going to use the base gel and put a nice thin coat from cuticle to free edge. I'm now going to take the Kaleidoscope Black and with my art brush, what I want to be able to do is put nice thin lines. Down through the body. I'm going to quickly set that. Remember, all we need to do is freeze it, then we can come in with our finished gel and apply a really nice thin coat from cuticle to free edge. And we're going to get it inside the UV light for the full 2 minutes. Once the finished gel has cured, we're going to take cuticle oil, going to condition the cuticle and the hyponychium. And we have now completed the winning streak.